Scrum was developed by Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland. The method's name is derived from rugby. The Scrum is a group effort to move quickly to counter the opposite team, adjusting the move along progress. Scrum is based on an empirical process control theory which asserts that knowledge comes from experience and we should make decisions on what is known. The roles of Scrum are product owner, Scrum Master, and development team. Together they are called Scrum Team. Scrum operates with four ceremonies: sprint planning meeting, daily Scrum meeting, sprint review meeting, sprint retrospective. The three pillars of Scrum are transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Transparency for Scrum process are observable to the entire team. Scrum promotes an open work culture. There is sharing of information through information radiators. It also includes having a clear, shared definition of done. The second pillar is inspection, which implies frequent testing of assumptions through feedback from customers and users. The third pillar is adaptation. This includes tweaking of product based on feedback and goals. Here is an end-to-end view of Scrum with the process starting from left and moving towards right to when the shippable product is created. The product owner brings the product description which needs to be developed. The team selects how much they could commit to complete within a sprint. The sprint starts and it is time boxed. Within a sprint, there are events and activities which involve all the three main roles: product owner, scrum master, and the development team to inspect and adapt. This cycle goes on till the product owner gets the final product. We will go into detail for each one of these terms in the following chapters. What is a product backlog? It is a ranked list of user stories called Product Backlog Items (PBI). The highest priority is ranked first. Priorities are listed from 1 to n, with no priority being the same. Anyone can add items, but only the product owner can prioritize. The Scrum Master makes it visible. What is a sprint backlog? It is the list of backlog items which will be done during the iteration as a team's commitment. Product backlog items are split into tasks and estimated by the team. This is the input to the sprint. Scrum has four defined events or ceremonies wherein the Scrum team inspects and adapts. Sprint planning meeting. In this event, the user stories are picked up to be developed. They are then refined into tasks to be built, tested, and delivered. This is done at the start of the sprint. The second event, called the Daily Scrum, takes place where the team discusses what has been done since last meeting. What is the plan to do today and what the impediments are, if any. This event happens during the sprint. The sprint ends with the sprint review and retrospective meetings. Sprint planning. This is the first meeting of the team. The goal is to divide the product backlog items, PBI, the what to do, into tasks how to do. In order to measure the progress, a task duration should not exceed 1 day. A product backlog item will usually be divided into several tasks. Each task will have a status. For example, we can have the PBI divided into 3 tasks: analysis, development, and test. All these tasks cannot be in progress at the same time. The sprint planning allows the team to determine the amount to be produced during the iteration. It is during the sprint planning that the estimation of the work will be done. The estimation can be done in several ways. We will review this later. The product owner and the team are mandatory for this meeting. The Scrum Master may also participate. Daily Scrum meetings should be limited to 15 minutes. Through these meetings, the team synchronizes itself to know who is doing what on that day, what kind of impediments are blocking the progress, and what kind of help is needed to solve the impediments. Impediments are typically tasks for the Scrum Master, who can have in the backlog the impediments he or she is working with. The team members communicate their to-do lists for the day and explain what kind of support, if any, may be required. Details are not discussed during this meeting. The Scrum Master, the product owner, and the team participate in this meeting, during which the Scrum Master is the facilitator. The sprint review demonstrates the importance of the statement of the Agile Manifesto, working software over comprehensive documentation. The team demonstrates what it has completed. Users are able to provide feedback to the team for them to make the necessary adjustments. Of course, the feedbacks are put into the backlog in order to be taken up in an iteration later. The ceremony is open to the team, the product owner, the scrum master, and everybody who want to see the demonstration. Retrospective is the last meeting of the sprint. The scrum master, the product owner, and the team participate in this meeting. No other person should be invited, as the role of this meeting is to be positive, to focus on how to improve the process and not to blame the one who didn't do so well. It is important that this meeting be seen as an improvement meeting and not as a blame game, to avoid splintering the cohesion of the team or destroying the team spirit. The Scrum Master plays a crucial role here. The improvements that can be introduced easily are either put in a backlog or implemented later in a way that the product will not suffer. We will see later in the course alternative methods to gather information during a retrospective.